Welcome to the Becoming Distinguished podcast, where vision meets intention and leadership meets lifestyle. I'm your host, Baretta Lynn. I help leaders and executives achieve visionary excellence through strategic, results-driven solutions that elevate both their leadership and their lifestyle to luxury standards. Whether you're leading in the boardroom, the classroom, or in the community, this is where you learn to lead with vision and live with distinction. Let's get into it. Hello, everyone. Hopefully everybody had a great day. This new series in the same setup, in the same place, is a little different than the podcast I filmed before with some of my principals. This one is a little more quaint and cozy. This series I decided to call Leadership Therapy. I hope that it comes across the way I'm expecting it to. I just felt like those of us in leadership and pretty much people everywhere, whatever kind of job that you're in, there's always times that you may feel like you just need to talk. So if that's how you're feeling right now, if you feel like you need to talk but you really don't know who to talk to, hopefully you stay and watch a little while. Grab some tea, grab a drink, grab a blanket so we can sit down and talk. I'm cozy. I have some sweet white wine called Cranberry Dream. It's from the Bishop Estate Vineyard. And I have some music playing in the background, a candle lit. My dog's in the background whining because she can't be out, but I needed to take some time to just get some things out. As a leader, I think that, or anyone who's potentially in a place of authority or power, a lot of times it can be extremely lonely. You can feel very alone at times, and when you're going through, just whether the issues or concerns be large or small, sometimes you just don't feel like you have anybody to go over it with in a way that they would understand. So I think a lot of leaders keep that part to themselves. They kind of hold it in. And I realize that that's what I do a lot. I hold a lot of things in. And because I hold a lot of things in, let me turn the music down a little bit. Because I often hold a lot of things in, I felt like maybe this series would be a good way to get it out, and then intentionally and hopefully someone somewhere can relate, and it might help them. It might help to know that someone else is feeling some of the same things. So I thought occasionally when I have some issues and concerns that are just mulling over my head, that there be no one better to talk to than other leaders out there who may need a safe space. I'm hoping this is a safe space. I hope that it doesn't come across as complaining in a way. I hope I'm not offensive. I'm not trying to be offensive, but there may be times when I'm super passionate about something I'm struggling with, but I just knew that I needed an outlet and I needed a space to unwind and to share. So I thought this series would be a great way to do that. One specific area that I've been really sitting with is, for those who don't know, and some of you might have clicked on one of my videos for the first time, I am a school leader. I have always been a school leader, but I am an acting, sitting school principal, and I have been a school principal for this is my 5th year. So the challenges that I'm explaining or the things that I'm going through may be very different than someone who's going through concerns, issues, feelings, emotions in their first year or even in their 20th year. But I think at some point in time, whatever we'd be talking about during this series, you could probably relate. But I've been struggling over the last 3 days. We just came back from holiday break. Happy holidays. I hope everybody had a great holiday. Happy New Year. but I've been struggling with just the disappointment of those around me. If I'm going to be honest, I feel like, I swear, all day yesterday, all day today, I've been feeling like I have returned back to a place that I don't even recognize. I literally was walking around saying, I am in an alternate universe. I'm in an alternate universe because everyone has forgotten what I've asked them to do. Everyone has forgotten the training I've given them. Everyone has forgotten systems. Everyone has literally just pretended, or they're pretending as if, I don't know if it's learned helplessness. I didn't know what it was, but I'm just like, what in the holy name of God is happening? And I'm going to be honest, I am a person who can have very high expectations for people, and it comes off extremely scary. I have learned that about myself. I learned that a lot of times people don't want to tell me something or say something to me because my presence can be very intimidating. I get that. I can't even necessarily say that it's something I've been working on, but I get it. And I just cannot fight this feeling of utter disappointment, like just utter disappointment. And in people that have been working with me since I've been in the seat. I have a team, they're an amazing team that have been working with me for about 5 years now. So we know each other. You know my expectations. You know what I want you to do. And for some reason, they're just not doing it. And I'm baffled, to be honest, which is why this series was so necessary, because I'm like, someone needs to maybe not even help me understand, because maybe there's something to understand, but I swear to holy heaven, I feel like pulling my hair out. And I for the last 3 days, I'm just angry, mad, disappointed, irritated, and whatever other, I need to take a drink. I need to take a sip. And whatever other emotion I can think of, I'm feeling it. I've been feeling it for the last couple days. And then, so I'm feeling all these feelings, and I'm thinking to myself, okay, because at the end of the day, you got to get it together, right? You got to get your life together. I'm like, well, what is it? What is going on? Why am I feeling this way? What am I feeling? How am I feeling it? And some of you right now might be like, listen, you're spiraling, you're spinning, and you still haven't told us what happened. I can't necessarily name any one thing that happened, but I will give you a few examples, just so you can join me here in my level of pistivity. I have very standard things that I ask people to do, especially my leadership team to do. I need to understand where they're spending their time. I like them to, they have to do something called weeks at a glance, or just the very low hanging fruit of the work that we do, right? Like these are very compliance driven things. And the interesting thing is, once the compliance driven tasks are done, then the real work starts, right? We have to ensure that students are receiving the best tier 1 instruction that they should, that, you know, teachers are supported, blah, 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 right? So Monday comes in, I come in, and stuff isn't done. Like, I am also a little bit of, I wouldn't say I have OCD or whatever, but I do operate in rhythms. Every Monday, my team has coaching. And if you know that every Monday you have coaching, you would think to yourself, let me prepare for coaching. And this isn't anything I haven't told my team, that they're literally every Monday like, holy God, we have to go to coaching, right? Not because they're not capable of doing the things that I'm asking them to do, but I think it's also because the push and the growth and the way I continue to grow their leadership, sometimes that stretch is a little bit uncomfortable. But okay, we all got to do it. So what? But I think where I was really just really feeling so irritated is because I'm thinking, sorry, my dog is just, I guess I'm talking and maybe she's feeling the same pain that I'm feeling right now. But it's just like, in order for me to spend time doing things or coaching the team around areas that support teachers, that then support students so they can be successful, instead of spending time there, I'm talking to you about why your freaking calendar is not filled out. Are you kidding me? You gotta be kidding me. Now, I'm gonna jump back and forth and play devil's advocate, of course, because there's been times when I'm like, oh, please make sure that your calendar is filled out. But I'm tired of that. I think ultimately I've landed the place. I am tired of babying people. And if there's leaders out there, you know what I'm talking about. Hell, you ain't even got to be a leader. You could be I don't know. I'm tired of babying people. I'm tired of everyone saying that we all have the same goal, that we all want what's best for kids, that we all want to support teachers. And then when I turn around, you haven't even filled out the sorry. See, I said I was going to go up. You're not even planned. Your calendar is blank. So I guess you showed up on Monday thinking to yourself, I'm going to wing it. Boss, please, if I could speak another language, it would insert language here. Because God help me. And if you're watching this and you're like, I'm not a leader and I still understand your pain, thank you. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because there's no way in the world you've been with these people for 5 years and you can spin your wheels here. This is not sustainable. This is absolutely not sustainable. You cannot do this. So I'm like, okay, now here comes the boss part, right? Now I got to boss up and have some conversations. Why am I still having conversations 5 years in? Somebody out there tell me, please, why am I still having conversations after 5 years? And on top of that, you know how I am. You know that I'm going to have the conversation. It's not even like, okay, well, she's dismissive avoidant, so if I don't do the thing, she's never going to say anything and I'm going to get over it. I'm going to get over on her. No, you know I'm going to likely hunt you down, ask you to come into my office and ask you what the hell is going on. So it's not even like I was irritated because I had to ask. I'm irritated because I got to ask. There's cars outside doing all kinds of things. So even the tone of my voice, I feel like, okay, she's just turned on the camera so she can have a full rant about her life. I hope it's not coming across like that. I hope what's happening is, as every leader, school leader, business leader watches this, they're like, okay, great. I'm not alone. I have driven home in the same way, sat on the couch, picked up a glass and thought to myself, what is going on? How can we have so much momentum, all seem to be on the same page, looking at data, having a great quarter, whatever it is that and then all of a sudden you blink and everybody forgets. So let me get back to the story because I could rant all day. So I called people in. I'm like, you know what? I've had it. I'm having a meeting. I gotta tell you, you think this is, I was so pissed off. So I said, okay, well, everybody come in. I'm going to everybody one at a time. One person comes in. And then this feigned ignorance, like this, oh, well, I just thought that I am over it. I literally am laughing because I am over it. I cannot stand it. Like, I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody, again, if anybody else has a situation where you pulled somebody into your office, you're saying, hey, I'm going to make something up. Hey, you're supposed to file your reports. Why aren't the reports filed? Oh, well, I kind of forget how to file them. And even though I've been filing for 5 years, I forgot how to file them. So, yeah, I'll file. I have lost the plot. So I literally like, I'm going to come out of my professionalism. I was sitting there thinking, how many different cuss words can I say to prove my point and still be considered professional? I just like, but as leaders, that's what has to happen. We can't do that. So I just was shaking my head and I literally was laughing. I probably looked like a crazy person. I was literally just like, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. So then she leaves. Another person comes in. Oh God, I don't even know. I've already annoyed myself having this conversation with you. I'm already annoyed at myself because I hear the way I sound. But Lord, please, whoever's watching this, please know that I need it. Please know that I need it. And again, if there's other leaders out there, I know you're probably sitting there like, thank you, God, that someone said all the things that I have been thinking. So anyway, the other one comes in. Just, I literally kept saying, I don't know what to say. I swear to God, as a person who is literally educated, I promise you I'm educated. I kept saying, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Because I'm literally talking to you about a task. I asked you to do a thing. I gave you an action step. And you're looking at me like, what? Am I losing my mind? Have I lost my mind? Put in the comment, yes, you've lost your rabbit ass mind. Because I'm looking like, am I in Upside Down? Am I in Stranger Things? Am I in Upside Down and I don't know what's going on? So to stop literally laughing and saying, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I literally kept saying, I don't know what to say. They were looking at me and I was literally saying over and over again, like, I was like, I just don't know what to say. Because I didn't because I was so beside myself. That and if I'm honest, I just didn't know what to say because I just didn't understand. I didn't understand how there's 18 steps forward and always 17 steps backwards. So I literally had to cancel the meeting. I literally had to say, you know what? Let's not do this. Let's take a time out. So because I'm feeling like I'm going to start cussing, might even throw a few things. And in order for me to maintain some level of professionalism, it's probably best that we should stop this meeting. That's what I literally said. I said, we'll reconvene, we'll reschedule, but for now, I'm literally thinking to myself, you need to get out. But I said, I need you to leave. Can you believe that? I literally had to ask somebody to leave. So we, in knowing as a boss, as a leader, as a manager, whatever you want to say, you can't leave it like that. You have to say something else. You're going to have to gather yourself because you have to lead by example. And I don't mean to say it like that, but God, I gotta lead by example. God, I gotta lead by example. The example was I wanted to throw something and break it, but no. And that's why I say sometimes leadership is really lonely because, I feel like, of course, you have a feeling, you get to release it. You're upset, you get to say something. No, not a leader. You got to swallow that shit. You got to be like, you got to hold it. Everybody else gets to say stuff, but you got to hold it because that's your job. That's what you signed up for. So I'm not complaining. This is just a dialogue and me explaining to you that, it's a lot. It's a lot sometimes. It's a lot sometimes. I know why we do it. And here's the funnier thing. I would do nothing else. I love what I do. But sometimes I swear I'm in the world of the upside down world. I swear I'm in an alternate universe. I stand there like, is it me? And hell, you know what? It could be. It could be me. But Lord. So I'm just like, okay, what to do? Because at the end of the day, what to do? And I'm educated. This is the part that comes out when, again, I don't know. I'm like, what? And not only what to do, what's going on? Because there is a part that's going on with me that I can't convey to them how I feel, right? Because again, I keep saying I've been with them for 5 years. So if you've been with somebody for 5 years, you should be able to say, I'm heavily disappointed in the fact that you are not meeting my expectations. Damn, I should have said that. That was good. I should have said that, but I was bothered, so I didn't say that. So I had to think about what, I had to really lean in and think about what's going on, because the way I've been ranting and raving and ramming for the last 3 days, I was feeling like, I had meetings with my MTSS team and meetings with my STEPS team and leading with different people to talk about different things, and I'm ramming because I'm just disappointed. Every time somebody's saying something to me, it's so low bar. It's so low expectation for kids. It's so low expectation for parents. It's so absolutely low that I'm like, what really actually is wrong with you? And I landed with this. Being in my 5th year, being at a place where, I'm really proud of the work we've done. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I'm really proud of the work we've done. And I'm really proud of where we're going because we have grown so much. We have moved our kids academically. We have supported our parents. We have supported our community. We are doing so well that finally I just realized that the mediocrity is not enough anymore. The just showing up and completing a task is no longer okay. I realized I need more. It's like a relationship. I need more. What are we doing? Like, what, you're in a relationship and you finally get to the point, you're like, this has been cool, but what are we doing? And I finally got to that point where I'm like, this is cool. We have been doing this 5-year thing is cool, but what are we doing? Because I need more. And when it finally dawned on me, I said, damn, now you got to say it. All my leaders out there, raise your glass when you know you got to say it. Now I got to say a thing. Now I have to pull people in and say, I now realize why I was so irritated the other day. And I was so irritated the other day because I need more. I truly and utterly need more. But so in knowing that, I met with my MTSS team, and I'm asking them about how we're supporting our families and everything they're coming up with. I'm like, that is, what they said, that's so 1999. We did that 2 years ago. We're beyond that. We're past that. We're bigger than that. We've grown outside of that. Give me more. Give me deeper. mind you, they're all looking at me like, what? Because it did dawn on me also that while I'm saying it, as a leader, when you say give me more, now it's, what does that mean? What does more mean? I couldn't even articulate what more meant. All I knew was that this ain't it. I kept saying, this is such low hanging fruit. You want to talk to me about a spirit week? Okay, what happens in the spirit week? Oh, well, they can wear different shirts. Are you kidding me? And that was literally my response. God help me. You're not supposed to lose your cool like that, because here's the thing. Everybody's doing what they've always done. But as I said to them, if we do what we've always done, we're going to get what we always got. And it is time to shoot for higher things. It's time to take our kids to higher places. It's time to give them things that they deserve in a bigger manner. And then the sadness hit me. The grief started, because that's when I realized, what if these particular people can't take me there? What if this group of leaders, what if this leadership team has taken me as far as they can take me? And that's a very sad thing. That's a very, because you get close in 5 years. In 5 years, you get extremely close to each other. So having to potentially rationalize and think to myself that maybe you're too small to ride this ride was sad. But it's, as a leader, when you think about your adaptive leadership, when you think about, are you going to continue to put time into people to coach them? Sometimes you have to think to yourself, is my vision too big for you to come along with, to come along? Like, can you do the more? Maybe me saying to you, I want more, and you saying, I don't know what you mean. Maybe that's a big indicator that you can't come. And that just was really saddening. It was really disheartening to think to myself that now I have to have these meetings with people. I have to ask for more. And then on top of that, I have to say, and if you don't understand, or if you can't give me more, we have to talk about your tenure here. And I don't care what school you go to, they don't prepare you for that conversation. But I had it. But cheers to that. I did pull people in the office today, and I said, this is what I need. Well, first, I had to apologize for my behavior, because I was, a little spicy. Still a little spicy, as you could tell. But I did say, I apologize for not being able to articulate how I was feeling on Monday, but I had to process. So I did say it. I said, I need more. I can no longer support the mediocrity, the compliance tasks, I cannot. I can absolutely not have conversations about your time, about where you are. I'm not doing it. That's what I said. I said, I'm not doing it. I need accountability. I need accountable people. I need you to show up with high expectations for yourself and for the work you're doing with teachers, so that they can work with students, so that they can be academically successful. I need more. I need depth. I need extra. I need not just good enough. I need not just a box checked. I need for you to, when someone says to you the same thing you're saying to me, oh, I didn't do it, I need you to ask them why you didn't do it. It's my expectation that you do this work. Not, oh, okay, well, we'll check in next week. If there's an educator, come close. If there's an educator that shows up on Monday with no plan for how they're going to teach kids this week, What do you mean it's okay? Just give it to me tomorrow or give it to me next week. Well, what are they doing with the kids today? Now, I will say this little caveat. Sometimes things happen at home. People are people too. People have families. You have to be compassionate and empathetic. That being said, I realized I can no longer deal with low-hanging fruit. I don't want to be someone's situationship no more. I want you to marry me. That's literally what I said to them. And if you can't commit to this marriage in a very particular way, then your tenure here is over. And that was crazy. That deserved a drink right there at my desk. That was crazy to have to say. But yet it was needed. Because I believe that now understanding me understanding what I need from them and then being able to articulate what I need allows them to decide to get off this ride. If you don't want to ride this ride, then it's okay. If you're saying what you're asking for, I can't give you because I feel like I've already given you, the amount that I want to, that's okay. We can part ways here with no hard feelings. But in order to be in this building with me moving forward, you need to do more. When you say you're going to be in a certain place doing work to support a certain teacher and I get there and you're not there, that I cannot do. That I will not do. And I won't even have a conversation about it. That is not going to be a situation where, can we talk about... No, I don't want to talk about that. Because it tells me everything I need to know. If you're supposed to be supporting a teacher in order to do what's best for kids, and you're not there, that's all I need to know. Ooh, it's taking me up all over. It's taking me up again. You hear me? It's taking me up again. It's enough. This is enough. This is enough. So to all my leaders out there, to all my educational leaders, my business leaders, my small business leaders, my political leaders, my store leaders, I don't care what you lead. If you are starting to feel like just dissatisfied, first of all, take some time and breathe. You can watch this podcast, help you understand that you're not alone. But maybe it's because you are no longer in a space where mediocrity, compliance, just barely showing up is enough. And I encourage you. I give you more than how can I say? I support you going to them and saying, I need more. I need more. And if more is not what you can give me, this building, this store, this company, this business, then we can part ways. But as I said in that meeting to them, you have to be this tall to ride this ride. And if you are not this tall to ride this ride, you don't have to get on. Because this ride, this building is moving. And it's moving up. With or without you. So, thank you for listening to my TED Talk. No, I'm just, I encourage you. I encourage you to require more from people. I encourage you to demand more from people. I demand, and dare I say it, this is going to be I demand that you make people earn their paychecks. I'm just saying. If people are coming into your building, your company, and they're taking 18-hour lunches, let me not even, I ain't want to go that, I can't, I'm not. If you are in a space where you know that your school and your company and your business is on its way to do great things. But you are becoming extremely dissatisfied with the people who started you along the way, and maybe you might even feel like they were here for me when I was just started this business or in year one. Get over that. Some people are only good enough to get you from year 1 to year 3. I want to keep saying no shade, but I was told when I say no shade, it means shade. Some people can only take you to a certain point. But then as a leader, you have to decide when it's time to let them go. Or when it's time for you to say, in order to continue with me, you got to show me more. And my thing is, if you want specifics around what more is, that's telling. I want you to be accountable. I want you to do what's best for kids. I want you to do what's best for this company. I want you to do what's best for this community. I want you to think about doing one thing and say, what's better? What's even better for kids? What's even better for parents? Since I'm a parent, what would I want? Don't just be like, oh, here's a cookie. Let's give them a cookie and a brochure. The hell. Anyway. Hopefully this hasn't felt like a complete rant, but this is therapy. I just want to ensure that, again, the things I talk about, these little therapeutic sessions that we have, are not specifically just for me to get things off my chest, although it's helpful. But it's also because I know somewhere out there, someone is saying, have felt the same way. I feel the same way. And I give you permission. I give you permission to demand more. Until the next time, I want you to ensure that you're taking care of yourself. Give yourself all the permission you need to feel what you need to feel, and all the permission you need to change what you need to change. And then at the end of the day, if you can find someone to talk to in your leadership journey so that you don't feel alone, I hope that you have someone for that. But if not, you can tune back in here and, leave a comment at the bottom, and we'll create a safe space for all of us. Thank you for listening.